You felt it for a long time now. That quiet pull inside you. That subtle nudge that appears when everything around you grows loud, chaotic, confusing, or heavy. It doesn't shout. It doesn't demand. It doesn't argue with your fears. It simply whispers, softly, patiently, like someone who has loved you across lifetimes. And the moment you stop, even for a second, the moment you breathe and turn inward, you feel it. That inner voice, that gentle knowing. That mysterious guidance that comes from nowhere, and yet feels like it comes from everywhere. Most people ignore it. Most people drown it in noise. Most people fear what it might reveal. But not you. You've been sensing something deeper, something sacred, something ancient, something that feels less like a thought and more like a memory of who you really are. And here's the truth Swami Radha taught again and again. When you finally trust your inner voice, destiny stops being something you chase. It becomes something you meet. You've been feeling it, haven't you? Life is nudging you in a different direction. Certain people no longer resonate. Certain spaces feel too small. Certain habits feel too heavy. Certain paths you once walked with confidence now feel dim, lifeless, hollow, and you can't explain why. You just know. Your heart is sensing something long before your mind can understand it. Your intuition is forming a new language inside you. Your spirit is whispering, "Go this way. Trust this. Release that. Wait here. Listen. Listen more." This is not imagination. This is not coincidence. This is not wishful thinking. This is guidance. This is alignment. This is the universe speaking through your inner voice, with more clarity than ever before. But here is the mystery. The universe rarely speaks in the ways you expect. It does not come with instructions. It does not send guarantees. It does not offer proof. It sends signs. It sends nudges. It sends synchronicities. It sends intuition. And the more spiritually awake you become, the louder these silent messages feel. Because the universe doesn't guide loudly. It guides subtly, delicately, like a mother who knows her child can hear her even when she whispers. You are in a phase of awakening where your sensitivity has become your strength. Your awareness has become your compass. Your intuition has become your soul's doorway to destiny. And today, we will explore the 5 signs that the universe is speaking through your inner voice and guiding you toward the life meant only for you. But before that, pause. Feel your breath. Feel the weight you've been carrying. Feel the silence beneath your thoughts. There is a reason you're listening to this video right now. A reason it found its way into your day. A reason these words resonate with something you haven't said out loud. You are not here by accident. You are here because your inner voice has been trying to reach you. And the universe wants you to finally hear it. So let us begin. The first sign appears in the most unexpected way, not through clarity, but through discomfort. You start feeling an uneasiness you cannot explain, a restlessness that has no external cause, a subtle tension inside your chest. Your intuition whispering, something is off, something must shift, something must end, something must begin. You wake up and your spirit feels heavier than your body. You interact with certain people and feel drained without knowing why. You walk into certain environments and your whole energy retracts, like a flower closing at night. You hear certain conversations and feel your soul pulling away. You're not imagining it. This is your inner voice trying to pull you out of the old and into the new. This is the universe shaking loose everything that no longer aligns with the person you are becoming. Discomfort is not punishment. It is direction. It is guidance. It is energetic truth. The universe speaks first through the body, through subtle shifts in your nervous system, through sensations you barely notice, through moments where your heart whispers, "This is not for you anymore." You used to ignore these messages. You used to rationalize them. You used to silence your own knowing in favor of what others expected from you. But now, something inside you is changing. You are no longer abandoning yourself to make others comfortable. You are no longer translating your intuition into denial. You are no longer dimming the truth in your heart to maintain a familiar life. You are finally listening. And the more you listen, the more the universe speaks. It speaks through the tension in your chest. It speaks through the heaviness you feel in certain rooms. It speaks through the exhaustion that comes from pretending. It speaks through the spark of discomfort that says, there is more than this. This discomfort is holy. It is sacred. It is the beginning of awakening. You may not have known this, but Swami Radha taught that the soul often speaks in the language of unease, not to scare you, not to punish you, but to redirect you, because if it stayed comfortable, you would never move. You would never release what is weighing you down. You would never step into who you were meant to be. Your discomfort is not a sign you are failing. It is a sign you are transitioning. It is a sign the universe is speaking. It is a sign you are waking up. And yet, this is only the beginning. Because once the universe gets your attention through discomfort, it begins to use something else. Silence. There comes a moment on your spiritual path where everything around you seems to pause. People become distant. Plans fall apart. Communication slows down. Life quiets itself, sometimes so abruptly you feel abandoned. But you are not being abandoned. You are being prepared. When the universe wants you to hear your inner voice, it quiets everything else. It mutes the external world so the internal world can speak. It dissolves distractions so truth can rise. It creates a hush around you so your intuition becomes the loudest sound in your life. This silence is not emptiness. It is initiation. It is the sacred pause before transformation. It is your soul clearing space for what is coming. And the silence does not hurt you. It reveals you. It shows you who drains you, who confuses you, who lifts you, who aligns with you. It shows you what habits numb you and what habits nourish you. It shows you what you fear and what you desire. It shows you what your heart longs for when nothing else is pulling on your attention. This silence is the universe saying, listen, something is approaching, something meant only for you. And in this silence, you begin noticing the third sign. Your intuition becomes more direct, more persistent, more unmistakable. You start feeling nudges that are too precise to ignore. You begin sensing answers long before you ask the questions. You make decisions that don't make logical sense, but feel undeniably right. You choose peace over chaos without needing to justify it. You feel alignment in your body the moment something is true. Intuition is the language of your soul. It is subtle but precise, quiet but powerful, soft but unwavering. The universe speaks through this inner voice, not through logic, not through intellect, not through fear. Your intuition has been guiding you for years, but now You are finally hearing it. And when you hear it, something miraculous occurs. You begin seeing patterns. Synchronicities appear. Repeated numbers, meaningful coincidences, moments that feel like they were orchestrated for your eyes only. You think of someone. They reach out. You consider changing direction. A door opens the next day. You ask for clarity, and a message appears exactly when you need it. These are not random. These are not accidental. These are not illusions. These are confirmations. The universe sends signs through alignment. Synchronicity is not magic. It is communication. It is the universe saying, yes, this way, trust this. And yet, the most profound sign of all is not external. It is internal. For the first time in a long time, you feel a calm you cannot explain. Even in uncertainty, even in transition, even in discomfort, something inside you feels grounded, steady, warm, reassured, quietly confident in a way you've never experienced before. This calm is not complacency. It is spiritual clarity. It is your soul speaking louder than your fear. It is the moment where you realize you don't need evidence, because your inner voice has become the evidence. Swami Radha called this the peace of the path. The moment the seeker stops seeking and starts trusting. This is not the kind of calm you create. It is the calm that reveals itself when you stop resisting your truth. It is not the calm of certainty. It is the calm of surrender. It is not the calm of having the answers. It is the calm of knowing you will be guided. And this is the ultimate sign the universe is speaking through your inner voice. You trust without proof. You trust without clarity. You trust without validation. You trust because something inside you knows, and that knowing is more real than anything you can see with your eyes. You are entering a new chapter of your spiritual life, one where the universe no longer speaks to you from the outside, but from within. One where intuition becomes your first language. One where silence becomes sacred. One where alignment becomes effortless. One where you walk, not by sight, but by inner guidance. You are becoming the kind of soul who does not need to chase destiny. Because destiny finds those who listen inward, and the universe is speaking to you now, more clearly than ever before. Through your discomfort, through your silence, through your intuition, through your synchronicities, through your calm. Your inner voice is not a whisper. It is a doorway. And the moment you trust it, your life begins to rearrange itself around your truth. There comes a moment in every seeker's life when the inner voice no longer feels like a quiet whisper, but a gentle force that begins shaping the direction of everything. It shifts how you walk into rooms. It shifts what you give your energy to. It shifts who you allow close to your heart. It shifts which doors you knock on and which doors you finally walk away from. Your life begins rearranging itself from the inside out. You may not notice the change at first. It comes subtly, slowly, like dawn moving through the sky. But then one day you wake up and it becomes undeniable. You are no longer the person who needed external validation. You are no longer the person who second-guesses every inner nudge. You are no longer the person who silences their internal truth in order to belong. You are becoming someone new. You are becoming someone truer. You are becoming someone guided, not by fear, but by inner authority. This is the essence of what Swami Radha taught, that the voice within is the divine speaking through you. Not metaphorically, not conceptually, literally. Your intuition is the universe expressing itself through your consciousness. And when the universe speaks through your inner voice, your life can no longer follow the old patterns. It begins moving in a sacred direction, a direction meant only for your soul. But the universe knows something important. You will only follow that direction if you recognize its guidance, if you recognize how it speaks, if you recognize when a sign is truly for you. So it begins to make its communication louder in the ways that matter, not through noise, not through force, but through alignment, through resonance, through truth. And this brings us to the next sacred sign. The fourth way the universe speaks through your inner voice is through the rise of your emotional honesty. There was a time when you hid your feelings, even from yourself, when you told yourself you were fine when you were breaking, when you convinced yourself you didn't care, even though your heart was shattering quietly, when you swallowed your needs because you believed they were too much. But something is shifting. You're no longer lying to yourself about what hurts. You're no longer denying the truth your heart has been carrying for years. You're no longer numbing the ache inside you just to appear strong. For the first time, you are feeling everything honestly, without running, without minimizing, without apologizing. This is not emotional weakness. This is emotional awakening. This is the universe removing your armor so your truth can finally breathe. Your feelings have become accurate again. Your intuition is no longer filtered through fear or conditioning. Your heart is speaking in its original voice. You feel a subtle tightening in your body when someone's energy is wrong. You feel a soft warmth when someone's intentions are pure. You feel an immediate yes or no before your mind even forms a sentence. You no longer override this knowing. You trust it. This emotional honesty is a sign of deep spiritual alignment. Because the universe speaks through intuitive emotion long before it speaks through thought. Thought can be manipulated. Emotion cannot. Thought can be shaped by insecurity. Emotion reveals truth. Thought can be distorted by trauma. Emotion speaks from the soul. This is why the universe uses your emotional body as its loudspeaker. Because feelings don't lie. Because feelings are where your intuition lives. Because feelings are where the divine communicates with the human. And now, because you've become more emotionally honest, the universe gives you something new. Clarity. Not sudden, dramatic clarity, not the kind that strikes all at once, not the kind that solves every puzzle overnight, but a gentle, grounded clarity that grows daily. The kind that says, this is right. The kind that says, this must end. The kind that says, wait a little longer. The kind that says, your time is coming. This kind of clarity is not loud, it is steady. It is not forceful, it is consistent. It is not dramatic, it is trustworthy. Clarity is the language of an aligned soul. And when the universe speaks through your inner voice, clarity grows in you like a sacred flame that cannot be extinguished. You begin sensing the difference between fear and intuition, between impulse and guidance, between longing and destiny, between habit and alignment. Your decision-making becomes cleaner. Your boundaries become stronger. Your path becomes simpler. Not easier, simpler, clearer, more direct, more aligned with your soul. This is the universe shaping you from within. And as clarity rises, something else unfolds, one of the most profound signs of all. Your desires begin to purify. You used to want things because of loneliness, fear, scarcity, or external pressure. You used to chase after validation disguised as passion. You used to pursue goals that weren't even yours. They were inherited, expected, taught, or forced. But now, your desires are changing. You crave peace over approval. You crave alignment over achievement. You crave depth over attention. You crave presence over consumption. You crave truth over comfort. You crave connection that nourishes, not connection that distracts. Your soul is choosing for you. This is one of the strongest signs the universe is speaking through your inner voice. Your desires begin aligning with your destiny, not your fear. You no longer want what drains you. You no longer want what confuses you. You no longer want what keeps you small. You no longer want what is rooted in lack. Instead, you want what expands you, what heals you, what strengthens you, what honors you, what reflects who you are becoming. Your desires become clean. Your intentions become sacred. Your heart becomes clear on where it belongs. And because your desires have purified, your entire life begins to shift. You start releasing people without anger. You start walking away from situations without guilt. You start letting go of old versions of yourself without fear. This is not loss. This is energetic truth. Only aligned lives remain. Only aligned relationships endure. Only aligned paths continue. The universe is rearranging your world so your inner voice can guide without interference. And in this purification, something miraculous happens. Your entire body starts recognizing truth instantly. It feels like resonance. It feels like warmth. It feels like relief. It feels like alignment. It feels like finally. When the universe speaks through your inner voice, your intuition becomes embodied. You feel truth. You feel direction. You feel destiny. You feel alignment. Not mentally, physically. This is the most advanced form of spiritual listening. Not hearing guidance, feeling guidance. Not thinking answers, sensing answers. Not forcing clarity, receiving clarity. Your body becomes the instrument through which the universe plays its guidance. Your intuition becomes a full-body knowing. This is how mystics, sages, and awakened souls have navigated their lives for centuries. Not through thought, but through awareness. Not through logic, but through inner sight. Not through external noise, but through internal resonance. And you are entering that stage now. Because the final sign the universe is speaking through your inner voice is this. You stop needing proof. You stop needing reassurance. You stop needing signs that confirm your signs. You stop needing external validation that you are on the right path. You stop needing someone to agree with your decisions. You trust your own knowing. You trust your own discernment. You trust your own spiritual intelligence. You trust your own connection to the divine. This is the highest form of spiritual maturity, when your inner voice becomes enough. You stop chasing answers and begin embodying them. You stop chasing clarity and begin living from intuition. You stop chasing purpose and begin aligning with truth. You stop chasing love and begin choosing what honors your soul. Swami Radha taught, "The universe does not guide the mind, it guides the heart, and the heart guides the path." You are becoming the kind of soul who walks by inner authority, not external noise. The kind of soul who allows life to unfold without controlling every detail. The kind of soul who trusts the unseen more than the visible. The kind of soul who recognizes that intuition isn't a voice inside you. It is the universe inside you. You are being guided. You are being redirected. You are being clarified. You are being aligned. Your intuition is not random. It is divine intelligence. Your inner voice is not small. It is cosmic guidance. Your soul is not confused. It is evolving. Your path is not chaotic. It is rearranging into something extraordinary. All of the signs you've been experiencing, the discomfort, the silence, the synchronicities, the inner calm, the emotional honesty, the purified desires, the physical intuition, the steady clarity. These are not separate events. They are one unified message. The universe is speaking to you, through you, with you, as you. Your inner voice is the bridge between your human self and your divine self. It is the compass of your destiny. It is the whisper that leads you home. And the more you obey it, the more your life begins to unfold with a grace you've never experienced before. You will know which doors to knock on. You will know which paths to release. You will know when to wait and when to move. You will know who is meant to stay and who must leave. You will know what your soul wants even before you speak it. This is spiritual maturity. This is divine alignment. This is sacred listening. You are not lost. You are not confused. You are not stuck. You are not behind. You are awakening, and your awakening is not loud. It is quiet. It is subtle. It is inward. It is gentle. It is holy. The universe is speaking through your inner voice because you are finally ready to hear what it has been trying to tell you all along. You are guided. You are protected. You are aligned. You are chosen. You are loved. You are needed. You are awakening. You are home. Your inner voice has never been just a whisper. It has always been a doorway. And now you are ready to walk through it.